We're going into a new school year, so I thought I would go over Essential for Living curriculum again, because when I went over it a while ago, I only spoke about the alternate method of speaking assessment. So I also just want to talk about the Essential 8, although now called the Necessary 9, and what those skills are with the Essential for Living curriculum. So the Essential 8, although again Necessary 9, is such an easy and quick assessment that you can do for your learner, and it's an important prerequisite before you begin instruction and dive into all of those things that you want to with your learner, because there are certain skills that you need to have in order to live a happy life. There are certain skills you need to have in order to live an independent life, and there are certain skills you need to have certainly in order to be able to sit down and do instruction. So I'll tell you about some of those skills that EFL assessment goes over. These are skills that I think, could be applicable for anybody, somebody with a disability, a neurotypical learner. I work on these things with my own children at home. I work on these things with my students. I think that these are really important life skills to have. One of the first things that you need to be able to do in the Necessary 9 to make requests. Can you ask for the things that you want and need? Or can you ask for the things that you want removed and that you don't want? I have a lot of videos about what that is. That's called a MAND. I'm not going to go over that now in detail, but that's one of the Necessary 9 skills. Another example of some of the skills that the Necessary 9 assesses are you able to wait? Are you able to accept no? Are you able to tolerate certain situations? When we leave school, our learners aren't going to have teachers, and if they have a one-to-one or an aide in the room, they're not going to have somebody that's following them, helping them with things. So these are really important skills to have. You need to be able to wait in life, and there's ways to teach that. We can teach that proactively. We could teach someone how to handle accepting no, or how to tolerate when something's not available, how to tolerate when your iPad dies. We can teach these skills proactively so that we're not just only teaching this when problem behavior occurs. There are things we could do proactively to anticipate that our learners are able to do these things. Following directions in relation to health and safety. Is your learner able to walk by a sharp object without picking it up? That's really important. Have a safe life, independent, happy life. Those are things also, again, I work on in my house too. Being interrupted from a preferred activity. This is also something I work on with my own children, and I have videos for how to teach this. Let's say TV time's over and it's time for dinner. How are you going to teach your child or your learner, okay, this fun thing is done, now it's time to do something that I don't really want to do? Dinner for me, of course, that's something I want to do, but not all kids want to do that. Or just another example would be, recess. Recess is all done and now it's time to come inside and do some reading or whatever it is you're doing in your classroom. So one of the skills that was added to the Necessary 9 that I really like and that's important are leisure skills. What do you do in your spare time? And there's nothing being asked of you. Do you have activities that you can engage in that bring you joy? There's a lot of different skills, again, that this assessment goes over. I love it. These are really important skills to address with your students. If you skip them and go straight to instruction and just try to teach right away, then you're going to be spending and wasting more time trying to get your student to sit in their chair or engage with instruction and follow directions rather than if you could teach these skills proactively. So I highly recommend taking a look at this curriculum and need help with how to teach some of those things or what the procedures are. I have videos of that, and I have videos of how to teach that with children in your home as well.